welcome, welcome, welcome. It has been a week. So I didn't upload on Saturday. I completely thought I had downloaded the video onto my laptop and that I had gone into YouTube and uploaded it and scheduled it to go up. Apparently I didn't do that. So, oh well. I have today a little bit of an update, I guess, from the title of this video. You obviously know what I'm addressing. Not the elephant in the room, but maybe the vampire. I'm so weird. Okay, we're gonna get serious now. So I've got my tea, I've got my planning notebook, I've got my pens, and I'm ready to go. So I finished my first draft of my vampire dystopian novel, Project Blood. I can now go back in time to my goals page, and for 2019, I can now cross off, put a little check mark by this goal, which was to finish the first draft of my vampire novel. So I have done that. Now let's flip back to where I was. So I wrote almost every single day for the last 2 weeks. I did miss the 7th and the 8th, and I missed the 13th, which I think is pretty good. It was a Sunday, a Monday, and then a Saturday that I missed, which is fine. It's good. It's great. April 9th, I was killing it. I did like over 3,000 words. I had a lot of fun so far this month. The only problem is earlier this week, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I wrote this really big scene that I've been thinking about for 2 years, and it was a dinner party scene, and it didn't go the way I wanted it to, but it raised some questions for me, mainly which, where am I going with this? Like, what do I want from this project? How is it supposed to end? I did not have an ending. I don't have an ending. I just kind of really coarsely wrapped things up. Mainly because I have this notebook here in which I got through those scenes. You've seen this page in earlier videos. And then I got to the point where I was like, now what? And I was writing things down and I was asking myself questions. For example, I wrote down, I don't want this to be a political intrigue book. I don't want this to be overly like the politics of this dystopian world. I don't want this to be a girl in her 20s takes over the government. That's not what I wanted this to be at all. And so I took a bath and I thought about the narrative structure, and I thought about some key scenes that I had written that I'd like to keep, and I thought about my goals for this, and yeah, I thought about, well, what's the point of my book? What is it that me for myself and me for my audience, what am I trying to address? I definitely want to address rape culture. I want to address like body empowerment, body like taking control of your body, deciding what you want to do with your body. And I was like, okay, well then how do I get there? What of the scenes, what of the, 57,000 words that I've written, what of that can I use? And so I'm really proud of this first draft that I wrote, and I had a lot of fun writing quite a few of the scenes. But the thing is, I felt like it was all getting going way too late, and the things that I was enjoying writing weren't really adding to any conflict. They weren't really, I mean, they were adding to a discussion, but it was a very roundabout, slow discussion on friendship, on, you know, what it means to have power over your body. And so I got itchy eye. And so I just got to this point where I was like, you know, I've got to backtrack. I've got to stop this draft. I've got to finish this draft. And now I've got to go back, see what I have, and really fully do an outline. So that's what I want to do with draft 2. Now I'm going to back up real quick. For my Camp NaNoWriMo goal, just to recap, is 30 hours of work on this project. Right now, I'm sitting at 20 hours. I'm going to be honest with you. I have no idea how I'm going to do 10 hours of outlining and planning. I've never done 10 hours of outlining and planning for any of my projects, which is probably my problem. It's a good indicator of how much work I still need to do in developing my routine, how I work as an author. But yeah, so I mean, I have like 2 or 3 main scenes that I kind of want to do to like build up this conflict, build up this discussion, but I don't know what my climax is, what the key scene is that's going to turn this novel and really like show my audience where it's going and where it's going to end. And so I realized, like, do I have 10 hours of work that I can do? Yeah, I do. I probably have 100 hours of work that needs to go into this novel. But I'm excited about it. I'm going to take a drink real quick because I'm getting a little parched. That is so good. So good. I'm drinking Celestial Seasonings. Their Bengal Spice Blend is fantastic. It is so scrumptious and it's warm and it's spicy in the sense of like ginger, clove, cinnamon. So it's those warm spices. It's those Christmas spices, which I love. But getting back on track, my goals for this Camp NaNoWriMo: write 1 hour every day. I've, for the most part, written every 1 hour every day. There were quite a few days where I was getting 2 hours, which is why I am about 5 hours ahead. I missed a few days, so think of that what you will. I would say that that goal has been a success in the fact that I'm writing a lot more than I was, which was, I was not writing anything, even though I was working on my zine. And then my second goal was to focus on writing these 3 specific scenes. And I feel like I got those 3 specific scenes. I kind of clumped 2 of them together and I processed them, together, which I was fine with. And then number 3, try to figure out my ending. I think this goal is where I kind of screwed up and I kind of realized, this isn't a full draft. This is very much me just kind of throwing information on the page and hoping I get somewhere. And I realized that I wasn't getting somewhere. So with that goal, I don't feel like I've reached it yet, but I'm hoping by the end of April to have reached it. And then my 4th goal was just word sprints. I've done word sprints. If I had done like 2 word sprints, that would have been fine. So I have no problem with that one. Yeah, so just to like let you know, this project, it's 99 pages, single spaced. It's 2 different fonts right now, so I'm gonna have to convert all of it to the same font, all of it to the same size font. But with it all intermixed, it's like 99 pages, and it's 57,184 words, which I think is fantastic. And this NaNoWriMo, in the last 14 days, I've written 17,963 words. That's almost 18,000 words. So like, I'm doing pretty good for a Camp NaNoWriMo goal. Yeah, what I want to do right now, and this is just, you know, me kind of cluing you in on how I'm going to spend the rest of my NaNoWriMo. I'm going to spend the rest of my NaNoWriMo maybe doing a, I'm going to open up another document on my Google Drive, and I'm just going to kind of list out, okay, what are my goals for this next draft? What scenes do I want to include? And what really do I want to tackle? How do I want my characters to grow? And then look at that narrative structure that I was talking about. I don't have it here. I'll just cover it with my hands. So like really look at this narrative structure I have. And I just copied and pasted this from, or I just, you know, copied it from Google. So yeah, like, how do I want to introduce my characters? What do I want my audience to know about my characters? What do I love about my characters? What do I hate about my characters? And how do I really convey that to my audience? And in this, like, I definitely sound like a new author. I definitely sound like I have no effing clue what I'm doing, and I don't. I'm figuring this out. Like, I'm 25. I have the rest of my life to figure out my craft. I have the rest of my life to really refine my craft and really refine the stories that I want to tell. And I'm fine with that. If it takes me another like 10 years to publish a novel, like, that's fine. Like, you don't have to publish a novel by the time you're 20. You don't have to publish a novel by the time you're 30. But yeah, that's just kind of my biggest goal, is just draft 2. Where do I go? Spend the next 10 hours, not today, not the next like literal like consecutive 10 hours, but the next, you know, 10 hours spaced out, summarizing my story, summarizing what my beginning is, where my end is, how do I get there? I want there to be a fire. I do want there to be a dinner party. But in the sense of like, no, that's not what I want to say. I said I want to address rape culture. But how do I do that in a safe, positive, accurate way that's not just representative of the straight, white, middle-class female experience? And that's going to be hard. I have a lot of research to do. I have a lot of reading to do. I have a lot of listening to do. So today I have a puzzle I want to work on just for a little bit while my son sleeps. I really should get out my laptop. My laptop's on the table, so I mean, it's out. But I need to open it, and I need to pull up that new Google Drive document. And I really need to start it. Because if I don't start it, I'm going to keep putting it off. And if I don't start it, then I can't progress. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to enjoy my tea. I'm going to enjoy my quiet time now that my son's finally fallen asleep. And I'll get back to you. I can't promise that my upload schedule is going to be in any way consistent going forward. But I'm going to try for the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday. We'll see. I might have to switch it to Friday just because Saturday I end up not wanting to do anything. It's the weekend. I'm relaxing. I'm going to my in-laws this weekend, so nothing will get done. So I'm definitely going to have to make a video for Saturday and edit and upload it, or schedule it for upload before we leave. So anyway, thanks y'all for watching. Thanks for coming on this journey with me. Thanks for looking at the mess that is my writer's brain. It's been fun, and I will see you next time. Bye.